Audio recording start.
Head to your pickup at 2066 Baring Lane. Arizona Avenue.
Listen online, and you can win all kinds of great prizes. Like tickets to see Gavin and special guest Roy Kent at Megacorp Pavilion Outdoor on August 29th. Release it for free the week prior. Download today from the online stores for Apple and Android. The only thing better than pepperoni is more pepperoni, and Snappy's pepping up their game. It's no secret that we have a lot of room for truck drivers.
What you doing, jackass?
Diesel stores have great services and amenities you need to keep on track. There's accessible and convenient parking, dedicated truck lanes, certified jets, and could even say trucking's best kept secret. Racetrack, whatever gets you going. Businesses invite you to their store to spend money so they can make a profit. This means that under the law, they have a duty to maintain a safe premises. Whether it's a leak on the floor, bad lighting, an item falling off a shelf, or if you're attacked on the premises, it doesn't matter to you when they don't. Orlando.
And get $5 in Baby Bucks bonus. Most wanted items include water tables, playhouses, climbers, sandboxes, and of course, things with wheels. Once Upon a Child pays cash on the spot 7 days a week, no appointment needed. Time to clean off those outdoor toys your kids are no longer playing with and turn them into cash at Once Upon a Child.
Paul Luck with McKinley Mortgage. Are you a homeowner with high credit card rates and other personal debt with high rates draining your monthly budget? Are you just making minimum payments and not getting anywhere? Call McKinley Mortgage, 791-2700. We can help. We help homeowners improve their monthly cash flow and put $500 to $1,500 a month back in your pocket. That's real money you and your family can use for savings. It starts with a quick phone call to McKinley Mortgage, 791-2700, or apply at bestlowrates.com. If you've been turned down by a bank or credit union, call McKinley Mortgage. We have helped countless customers who were turned down. McKinley Mortgage services Ohio and Kentucky. Call 791-2700 or apply at bestlowrates.com. We also have great home equity loan programs, and most of the time you don't need an appraisal. Call 791-2700. We're your hometown lender in Blue Ash. NMLS 1698, Ohio MB 801267, 4520 Cooper Road.
There's something I look forward to every spring, window weather. That perfect time when you could shut off the furnace, you could skip the AC, you just let the fresh air in. But if you've got old windows and it's a fight every time you try to open one, it's time to call Prodigy Home Pros. Prodigy Home Pros specializes in high-quality replacement windows, and their professional installation team makes the whole process easy. With new windows from Prodigy Home Pros, you'll not only enjoy opening them again, you could even save on your energy bill. Get a free estimate at prodigyhomepros.com.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Proactive Men's Medical Center restores your sex life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate erectile dysfunction and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Proactive Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Proactive Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treat 24 513-991-1224. To restore your sex life in just one visit, call now. 513-991-1224.
Millions are watching live policing every Friday and Saturday night. Are you? Get Reels Plus and stream the hit show On Patrol Live.
We have more than 50 cameras across the country following law enforcement in real time.
And that's just the start. Reels Plus has thousands of hours of true crime.
In a half-mile turn left on Arizona Avenue.
And unscripted thrills. Subscribe now for just $4.99 a month, plus a free 7-day trial at Reels Plus.
97.3 The Wolf.
Hey, that's
one at WG's. Little less talk, less action.
Turn left on Arizona Avenue.
And it's action with a little less talk and a lot more action. Put the man in the door and push my way to the bar. Sound a third straight over screaming guitar.
In a quarter mile, turn left on Iota Court.
But it didn't even listen to a word he said. And there's some way I met all this distraction with a little less talk and a lot more action. Less talk, if you please, a lot more action is what I need. Let's get on down to the main attraction with a little less talk and a lot more action.
Turn left on Nyota Court, then keep right. Keep right to stay on Nyota Court, then pick up Nelson.
Hello. The door's not all the way closed. There we go.
Head to your drop off at 2407 Sanja Court.
90s and more on 97.3 The Wolf.
Turn right on Arizona Avenue. In a quarter mile, turn right on 13th Street. Turn right on 10th Street, then turn right on McKay Street. Turn right on McKay Street. In a quarter mile, turn left on 5th Street. Turn left on 5th Street. Turn right on Brown Chapel Road. In a quarter mile, turn left on Lakeshore Boulevard using the left lane. Turn left on Lakeshore Boulevard. In a quarter mile, turn right to stay on East Lakeshore Boulevard.
Nobody plays more 90s country.
Turn right to stay on East Lakeshore Boulevard. a quarter mile, turn right on Simpson Road. Turn right on Simpson Road. In a quarter mile, turn left on Marisol Loop. Turn left on Marisol Loop, then turn right on Jessa Drive. Turn right on Jessa Drive, then turn left on Sanja Court. Turn left on Sanja Court, then drop off Nelson. Drop off Nelson.
Have a good day.
Turn right on Jessa Drive, then turn left on Marisol Loop. Turn left on Marisol Loop, then turn right on Simpson Road. Turn right on Simpson Road.
That ain't my truck. No, it's not. But that ain't my truck. That's my girl.
In a quarter mile, turn right on Fortune Road using the right lane. Turn right on Fortune Road. Make a slide left turn on Boggy Creek Road. Make a U-turn to stay on Laguna Vista Circle, then make a slide right turn on Boggy Creek Road.
Cause the judge in the stands got bloodstains on his hands. And he got scared and left the pond. Walking on home cause he didn't live far, you see. And he didn't have any friends and he just lost him more. And the brother thought his wife must have lived down. He went home and finally found the only thing Daddy had left, and then that was a gun. And he went off to Andy's house, slipping through the backwoods, quiet as a mouse. He came upon some tracks too small for Andy to make. He looked through the screen at the back porch door, and he saw Andy lying on the floor in a puddle of blood. And he started to sink. The Church Patrol wasn't making a round, so he fired a shot just to flag him down. A big bear shirt grabbed his gun and said, "Why'd you do it?" Judge still guilty on a make-believe threat. Slapped the sheriff for a beggarless smile, said, "Supper's waiting at home, man, I gotta get to it." That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hung an innocent man. But don't lose your soul, they don't backwards seven a lawyer. Because the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands.
In a quarter-mile, turn right on Denjon Lane.
Before I could say, tracks he saw right on his way to Andy's house, and back that night were mine. And his cheating wife had never left town. That's one body that'll never be found. You see, little sister don't mess when she ain't short
Turn right
gun.
on Denjon Lane.
That's the night that the lights went out in Georgia. That's the night that they hung an innocent man. But don't trust you, surely don't want this and the lawyer. Cause the judge in the town's got bloodstains on his hands. That's the night that they hung an innocent man. Brother don't want this having a lawyer. And on his hand.
In a quarter-mile, turn left on Heather Way.
The 90s on 97.3 The Wolf.
This is Jackson, where I come from now. On 97.3 The Wolf. Fort Thomas,
Turn
Kentucky.
left on Heather Way.
And broadcasting on HD3. And Cincinnati, Ohio. And it's after midnight. Let's show you both the limit. This rusty old truck. I don't know about that accent, son. Just where did you come from? Said where I'm trying to make a living and working hard to get to heaven. Where I come from. I tried to let
Just ahead, turn right on Meadow Lane.
I tried to bang the barbecue. His hands up, finger damn looking. And then the lady asked me how to like my biscuit.
Turn right
I'll
on
be
Meadow
honest
Lane.
with you,
Then
man.
pick up Chelsea on the
Like
left.
Mama fixed it. Cause where I come from, it's cornbread and chicken. Where I come from, let it front porch stick. Where I come from, trying to make a
Pick up
living
Chelsea on the
and
left.
working hard to get to heaven. Where I come from. Hello.
Head to your drop at the 2500 Bronco Drive.
How are we doing today?
Good, how about you?
How's your Easter?
Pretty good, yours?
It starts
Turn right on Millslaw Road.
being busy today. I've already gotten 2 runs, and they're
Please
stuff
use your
that are
seatbelt
pretty much
for your
busy
safety.
runs.
Good. I locked my keys in my car, so
Ah,
I'm Ubering to my spare set of keys.
they're all the way down there.
Yeah, that's where my
Just
family
ahead,
lives.
turn right on Denjon Lane.
So they carry the other panikies.
Yes.
At least they do carry them, and they're just far, but at least they carry them.
Yes.
Turn right on Denjon Lane.
I was heading home on 65 somewhere around Kentucky. When I seen me ring the bucktail riggins rolling on back double. I answered him and he asked me, aren't you from out in Texas? Thought you might have seen me there, just like the Lord said so. Where I come from, it's home getting chicken. Where I come from, I'm from speaking. Where I come from, trying to make a living. And working hard to get to heaven. Where I come from, is home getting chicken. Where I come from, out of backwoods speaking. Where I come from.
In a quarter-mile, turn left on East Vine Street.
On 97.3 The Wolf.
Come look for a fast-growing company where family values are baked right in. Postman Baking Company is hiring more team members, especially for the
The degree was hard, painted with should it be. With Ernest,
Turn left on East Vine Street.
is easy. Check your rate in minutes with no credit impact. Customize your monthly payment down to the dollar. Need a break? Skip a payment once a year with no penalty fees. And here's the best part. No fees of any kind. Ernest. Student loan refinancing made easy. Ernest loans are made by Ernest Operations LLC. Skipping a payment still incurs interest. Terms and conditions apply.
For those with type 2 diabetes or high blood pressure, you may be missing a hidden signal from your kidneys, an SOS for decreased risk of cardiovascular events like heart attack or stroke. The mission? Detect the SOS. Start at detectthesos.com. Learn how a simple UACR urine test can help identify kidney damage early. Talk to your doctor about getting screened. Go to detectthesos.com to learn more about UACR urine testing today. Brought to you by Boehringer Ingelheim Pharmaceuticals. Some heating and cooling worry about the HVAC while you enjoy the simple things in life. Schedule a free custom quote today at comfortbyjansen.com. For a limited time, take advantage of the Carrier Cool Cash offer. It's 0% special financing and up to $2,100 off a qualifying Carrier system. Learn more at comfortbyjansen.com. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Why choose between getting things done and doing things with the ones you love? With Kroger same-day pickup and delivery, it's easy to shop the same great prices and quality you find in store. We'll bring your groceries right to you in our refrigerated trucks, so you can spend time on what matters most. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Save $20 on your first Kroger pickup or delivery order of $75 or more. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Credit card error. Hey, it's Big Dave, and here's what many homeowners don't realize. Using the equity in your home, you can easily access hundreds of thousands in cash. With Loan Pronto's Rapid Equity Loan, you can pay off your credit cards, your existing home equity line of credit, your car loans, or get money for that home improvement project. One client just got $100,000 approved and saved over $1,500 a month. And here's the best
God, I
part.
hate
With
these
Loan Pronto,
traffics.
you can do it all from your phone with zero out of pocket, no hard credit.
Finally.
No appraisal, no long drawn-out bank process, and no touching.
One thing I always notoriously hate about these stupid intersections, they don't change as fast as they should.
About 60 seconds.
That's the longest light ever. If you miss it, you're there for like 5 minutes.
800-1550
Yep.
or visit loanpronto.com. Equal housing lender, NMLS 1661781, NMLS consumer access number.
Do you own a business? When was the last time you looked it up online? What do you see? Ads for your competitors?
If you've been in a big truck accident, you need a lawyer that specializes in big trucks. A lawyer who knows all the federal traffic rules that can affect your case. And who can navigate
that kind of white collar in a while. That's a little bit more standing out collar.
Yeah.
For I didn't think they had that white collar.
They have it in green too.
That's the collar I don't think that they normally have it in is white. It's usually in gray. It's the gray collar. Yeah, that one must be custom.
Yeah, that's my first
collar.
one I've seen that's white. Normally it's like that.
I've seen the green. I've seen green ones.
Yeah,
I've seen red. I've seen black. And then I've seen the regular gray. Then I think I've seen
and like metal
multi. I've seen the clay that are multi-collared with those on it. But I don't think I've ever seen a white one in a while.
Yeah, me too.
Starting to get the gas pumps in there now.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be much longer. That'll be open.
Yeah, they built it pretty fast too.
That thing has gone up faster than the stupid 7-Eleven. I've watched them build 7-Elevens before out here, and the 7-Elevens they take forever to get built.
Yes.
Yet that thing's already up and built, and they've already got the pumps on, they've already got everything there almost already now. They just got to lay the asphalt down now.
Yeah.
That thing will probably be open in May, I'd say.
Yeah.
A lot of things seem to be being built by May. A lot of things are opening. I found out that a lot of things are opening in May. More and more new restaurants and locations are being opened in next month in May.
It seems like May's a big month for everyone.
To open almost everything. Know any of these songs?
Yeah.
It's the good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
I have to stream all of these stations because they're not around here.
Yeah.
This content is not out here in this area.
It is not. Nope.
Nope. The nearest one that is out here that plays this kind of content music, the nearest one that we have that's somewhat local to this area is Titusville, Florida, Space Coast, Cape Canaveral, Melbourne, that transmits out Melbourne, out of that coast, that coastline of about about a 30 miles of range, and that's about it. The only thing is during the daytime you can tune it in out here. During the daytime out here, you can tune the station in out here. And it's called the I Am Country, is what it is known as.
I've heard of that.
Yeah. They're also simulcasted up in Gainesville at 106.9. Yeah. But they're basically out there. The reason why you can only get it here during the daytime is because it's transmitted on 1060 AM out here. And it's transmitted on 1060 AM out of Titusville, Florida. Also, it's simulcasted. Their actual station is 1060 AM, but they can simulcast because they have the AM carrier. They can simulcast onto the FM band, and they simulcast the station in stereo at 105.5 FM when you're out there. When you're out there, you can pick the station up on FM when you get out to the Cape Canaveral and all that. The Space Coast area, you can pick up that. Pump up the signal on the AM transmitter is a higher signal during the daytime because it's not interfering with the other stations out of New York. So they're able to pump the power up during the day, and during the day this can reach all the way through into Orlando. So during the daytime you can click your radio to 1060 and usually get it and receive the signal down here from them. But once it becomes like I think 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, it starts to slowly go to static basically and stuff, because that's when the power output is reduced down to I think like 100 watts to power out there, and only out there in that area for reception. It's reduced down to a very low wattage mode, so that because at nighttime they have to go down. Their signal has to get reduced down at night, while at night, because at nighttime the opposite happens in New York. The New York 1060 AM shoves its power up to high mode to transmit their talk radio out farther during the day at night. And then during the day, they're not used as much, as their talk radio station is brought down in power during the day and transmitted locally within the New York, New Jersey side area. So yeah, I found that out. As you research it, you research the radio stations, you find out why they have to lower their power, and it tells you through Wikipedia, this station conflicts with this station if it doesn't have the power outputs changed at the certain times. They will overlap each other and cause a major problem.
Interesting.
Yeah. That it only happens with AM. It's none of it happens with FM, however. Because FM it doesn't happen with, because FM doesn't go too far. FM only goes about maybe 30 miles and then it starts going out. But because AM and how AM works, they'll pick it up. I've done when I've done it nighttime hours. I've been able to tune in, I think, Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh.
From here. Tune in Atlanta, Georgia stations transmitted out of Atlanta, Georgia. Yeah, from here.
And they're like 6 hours away, give or take.
And I think at the farthest I got, when the skies were clear enough, I think, either clear enough or we had the, or not if there were, are the other events, I think, because also you get more stations when it's that tropical climating thing, that what they call tropic thing that goes on with radio stations. And radio stations and TV stations, when you go in that tropa thing that they occurs, radio stations and TV stations you can hear from farther away. You can, so sometimes if you have a TV antenna and you say your station here, say for example, you're picking up Fox, the Fox 35 station here, and then all of a sudden, during that tropical climate, your Fox 30 station, goes out and you stop receiving Fox 35 in Orlando, and you start receiving Tampa. You start receiving Tampa station on that transmitter instead, or something like that. Or you could receive Jacksonville stations. That's what happens. So during the right climate, I think that I've heard once or twice I've picked up, I've gone as far as I think that that I've picked up transmissions from South Carolina, North Carolina, and then Virginia also. So I picked up quite far up onto the coast. That it's bounced out, because it bounces those signals out into the Atlantic Ocean, and they bounce back down to here and down into here, and that's why you can hear them. But they're very faint, because you'll hear them for a little while at a good enough signal that you can understand it, and then all of a sudden it drops and you can barely hear it, and it's static, and then all of a sudden it goes back up. That's it bouncing across the water and into the atmosphere, because it's bouncing off the Atlantic Ocean and the atmosphere at the same time from those faraway states. So you get the carrier amplitude of, you hear the wave of it, high pitch, which means you're hearing it at the high audio pitch, and then all of a sudden you get that where you can't hear it. That's where it drops. The signal just degrades and drops immediately, but then picks right back up. That's its amplitude modulational problems. So that's how it works with those. But yeah, I've been up when I used to live in the center of Wisconsin. At night, I could tune in from at nighttime on the AM band. I could tune in the AM station, which transmits out of Nashville, Tennessee, the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh, really?
The Grand Ole Opry's AM transmission station out there, and listen to the Grand Ole Opry, which was good solid 1,000 miles away. 1,000 miles away, but because of how it worked, that was pretty much a clear line of sight all the way, because it's all just country farmland, so you don't really have buildings, obstructions, and things. You have a clear patch of empty clear farmland between Nashville and Wisconsin, so that signal could go way far off at 1,000 miles to go all the way out from Tennessee all the way to there and receive it. Because you could receive it, you could clearly make the music out during the nighttime. It was crystal clear. You could listen to it. You could listen to the station clear as day out of that from there. So I would listen to it a lot of the time when I pick it up. I'd enjoy listening to it out there, and it was fun to listen to. Because you'd hear a lot of Willie Nelson out there, of course.
Yes.
On that station.
I like Johnny.
Usually for 2 in the morning till maybe sometimes 4 a.m. just listening for 2 hours, just listening to that station's broadcast till it slowly started to lower transmission time. So, because that's the time when I read on there, I found out, yes, that at nighttime that station could transmit much higher output power at night, so that's why you can hear it that far out. But during the day they shut down, and it mostly stays local in the Nashville area on that. But I could have listened to it, because I found out when I would listen to it through there that I could also just go to their dang website. You can listen to it through their website. You can listen to it 24 hours a day on the website, on the Grand Ole Opry's website. They stream their station live there. That's one of they told me, like, I think it's 12:20 a.m., but it's, when you go to the website, it tells you that is you also, I think it's on their website, and it's also on Wikipedia, but it says that is the oldest living AM radio station.
Oh, really?
On the air still transmitting on the air is that station. at 12:20 a.m. That is the oldest AM transmission. So, surprisingly. But there's also, because I'm originally mainly from Arizona. There's a station up in the very tip-top corner of Arizona that is owned by the Navajo Indians out there, the Navajo Reservation Indians out in that land. And they transmit mostly country music out there, country music, modern classic country in between. And then they occasionally, in between that music, they play their Navajo Indian chant music, basically. So every so often you'll hear them just go, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
Really?
Stuff that they're chanting stuff because it's owned by the Navajo Indians. They can do what the hell they want. It's their station. They basically have the ability to do what they want with it. But that station, I think, is at 9:50 a.m. And that is one of the rare stations that has, I think, over 10,000 or over 100,000 watts of power. So that has one of the rare ones, one of the rare FCC grant licenses, basically, to have 100,000 watts of power, which is basically pretty much far. Because that station comes out of Arizona, so you can drive. I drove all the way, I think, with that on the car, and that's during day hours still too.
Oh, so
it does not lose its power because it's one of the rare ones that has the allowance to have it high power all the time, unlimited. It does not shut down. Its power output does not stop pushing 100,000 watts.
Okay.
It goes all day long and all night long at that power output. And that station during the day, at night I think at night it does lower down. The output power is still, I think, the same, but the reason why it cannot go out farther during the day during the day it goes out farther, during the night it does not, because during the night time how they collect it is they basically have it's a omnidirectional antenna during the day.
Okay.
So it can radiate out all the way around the whole US. It radiates its signal. But at night it goes to this directional that's facing only down into Arizona state mostly. So it can only be heard in the Arizona state. And that's about it. Arizona and maybe a little bit of California, that's as far as it goes at night hours. But during the day, you can drive all the way out. I've had that station tuned in. I drove all the way till it started finally going out. I finally lost connection with it in Amarillo, Texas. That's their range, all the way to Amarillo, Texas.
Oh, that's far.
And everything at 100,000 watts worth of power. So yeah, they're cooking power out that far out on that AM. That station's coming all the way from Arizona, on the tip top of Arizona, all the way out to Amarillo, Texas, at that power output. So yeah, they cover a very wide area. And then during the day, that signal also, because I looked on Wikipedia, that signal, because it shows you the circle of where where their transmission goes to, they go all the way down into the center of Mexico. So you can literally pick them up in Mexico.
Oh, really?
Down there too. During day hours, you can be in Mexico and pick up their dang station out of Arizona in Mexico. So that, and then I think too, I'm not particularly sure, but I've I don't remember if I did see it. I'm just gonna say it. But I think I do remember seeing on the map that during the day it also, because it goes that far into Amarillo, it also reaches across the Pacific Ocean into Hawaii. Hawaii can receive the signal during the day. So during the day, Hawaii can get that station. All the way out there in Hawaii, it's part of the U.S., but it's all the way out at least 2,000 miles off the coast of California is Hawaii, and they can receive that station during the day because it goes that far out. So, yeah. But I mean, one station, I don't know if you've ever been to New York.
Yep.
The one station known as that's out there in New York. I used to live in Wisconsin. At nighttime, and this was in Georgia or whatever the hell it had in it, like help amplify the AMs at night. I basically, one night I was on with that radio. I tuned that radio. My roommate and me played with the radio dial on that radio because it's an analog one and stuff, and he managed to very faintly pick up crackly static, but within the static and just enough, he hit with it on the amplified mode, hit the AM 1010 AM of the news talk 1010 out of New York, out of Times Square, New York, received all the way from New York all the way into Wisconsin. Very, very faint audio carrier signal, but enough that every so often was a little bit of able to hear enough of it that it finally made out just enough that the signal was high enough at the time that they sent the carrier's call sign out, and we've heard that it said 10:10 a.m. winds out of New York. And so literally we were picking that signal up at very faint, but picking it up all the way in the center of Wisconsin, and that thing's about 1,000 something miles out. It's about 1,000 miles from Wisconsin still to get to Times Square, New York. So yeah, that was also one of the rare stations I picked up from far away. So it seems to be that you have to be in the right months, the right hours, the right months, and everything has to be just right in those areas where you're at in certain states, that you can hit a station like that. That you can hit a station that's over 1,000 miles out. So it's very rare. But when it does, you take advantage of that time to try to pick it up and listen to it and write down and try to get the call sign to write it down and say, hey, I picked up this station from over 1,000 miles, and kind of brag and say, hey, and go online and say, hey, I picked this station up, W blah 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 or whatever, or K this or something, because your friends will go like, oh wow, you picked this up from that far away at nighttime hours, it's late in the night. So yeah, people are nostalgic for picking up things like that at night.
Yeah.
I used to pick up two. There was one out there I used to listen to out in Arizona that comes at night. Comes in, but it can be made out every so often, but it's not too high of power. But it can be picked up in Arizona at certain times. And that one comes from up in like the center, a little tiny town in the center of the mountains in Utah.
Really?
In the state of Utah, that transmits country music up. I think it's Britain Brandon, Utah, and everything, all the way out there. It's like, I think that's about 200 miles from Salt Lake City, Utah. It's up in the middle of nowhere, up in the mountains of Utah. I literally looked it up and where it's traversed at, and it's literally up in the mountains of Utah. And because where that transmitter sits at, the transmitter sits on a very high hill overlooking the town of Brandon, Utah. That signal is high enough power that it can get all the way out there. So it's that one was a very rare one to listen to. And then I have had other radios when I used to be at my parents' house too. I used to have the other rare station, which you can't really pick up on the regular. You can't pick that up on a regular